Hello! Welcome back to ClwnHaus. I'm Bree, like the cheese, and it's Tuesday, so that means it's my day to upload. We're all doing our introductory videos this week, so y'all can get to know us a little bit better. We're gonna start posting April 1st, and it is March 22nd, and I'm just now doing my introductory video. Well, actually, this is the second time I've done it because I didn't really like the first one. So I said, let's try again. We'll see which one we end up using. So we'll start off with, again, my name is Bree. I am dating. We've been together for a few months now. Going great. Honestly, just going really good. Little Bree is my bestie. I don't know what I would do without her. And then Cole and Drew, also top tier friends. All five of us are all super close and just getting closer, and I can't wait to see where our friendship grows. I'm very grateful for them. I grew up in Tyler, Texas. I've lived here as long as I can really remember. I kind of went to school all over East Texas and college here. I remember whenever I was little, not little, but I was like in high school, talking about how I can't wait to get out of Tyler, and I even had plans to get out. I was supposed to leave the summer of 2020, but then, you know, COVID hit, so it kept me here. And I wouldn't change it any other way. I was able to open my own business at the end of 2020. You know, with doing that, I knew I was signing up to stay here in Tyler. And I'm so glad that that happened to me, and I wouldn't be where I am now if I wouldn't have made the decisions that I did. My business. Let's talk about my business. I opened a vintage shop in downtown Tyler. It's called Velvet, a vintage collection. I'll link my Instagram and maybe pop up a few pictures or something to show y'all some content. We sell clothing, furniture, home decor, jewelry, pens, stickers, just a lot of everything. Anything that I think is cool. I have a business partner, her name's Olivia. We met kind of through a mutual friend, but also kind of because of social media. Don't know what I would do without her. Opening a business is scary, so having a partner is very helpful, and you know, I don't think it would have happened without the two of us coming together. I also have another job. I bartend. I've been at this job. It's the job that all five of us work at. Well, Drew just quit literally like 2 days ago. Lucky him. But we all did work at this place. I've been there for over 7 years, so that's a long time. I only work 3 days a week now. Can't wait to bump it down to 2 days a week, then 1 day, then eventually just be done. But it's honestly brought me a lot of opportunity, and I've gotten to know, and like my whole life wouldn't be the same without that job. Everyone that I'm friends with now, everybody that's in ClwnHaus, I wouldn't have met them if I didn't work here. So on one end, I kind of hate it, but on the other end, I wouldn't change anything about it. So that's where I work, Velvet, and then bartending. And then something else about myself is I like to learn new things. I always start hobbies, and sometimes I continue, sometimes I don't. I was super into makeup for a few years. I still love makeup. I just never really have the time to sit down and create as much as I used to. I remember one time, not just one time, because there were several times where the hours just went by and I was still working on one look, but this one time in particular, I started to look at 7 or 8 p.m. and I was like, oh, I'll probably be done by 1, you know, at the latest. Wash off, go to bed. Well, that look ended up taking 8 hours. I didn't go to bed till 4 a.m. So I was super invested in doing makeup. I did 31 days of Halloween every year, so I posted every day during October, and my personal Instagram grew a lot because of it. whenever I first started opening up velvet is kind of whenever, not my passion for it died down, but like the time that I had available to actually get those looks done and posted. But I would, you know, eventually like to get back into it. I could see myself getting back into it. It's just I've probably lost the ability to do some things, and that would probably irritate me. Another hobby that I have been doing for a few years is hula hooping. Not just like your like typical like around the waist hula hoop. Yeah, I can do that, but it's more like hula hoop dancing or like hula hoop tricks. My hula hoop Instagram that I haven't posted on in like 2 years is hula wasted, but I do still hula hoop. I even got paid to do it a couple times, which is kind of cool. I have this really cool hula hoop. It's called a smart hoop, and it's from Mood Hoops, and they make these hoops that you can program any images. You just got to plug it into the computer and download it to the hoop. It's very pricey, but I hula hooped for like 3 years before I even got it, because I knew that like I was in it, you know. I didn't want that one. I didn't want that one to be like my first hoop and then just give up on hooping. But the weather is starting to get better, so I've actually been outside a few days this last week and hula hooped. And hula hooping always like makes me feel better if I'm stressed or depressed or overwhelmed. I can't get out of my head. I pick up my hoop and it literally like melts all those worries away. So I don't think I'll ever give up hula hooping. And then most recently I picked up longboarding. And then the weather has been shite for the last like 2 months, so I've only went a few times, but I really enjoy longboarding. It's kind of the same, like if you're overwhelmed or depressed or just not feeling like yourself, if you just plug in some headphones and go out and skate, it's like uplifting, you know. It brings me such like joy and happiness, and then you fall and get up and do it again. I've only fallen twice, but I can bet that I'm gonna fall bad eventually. But yeah, and all of us skateboard or longboard except for Drew, so everybody get Drew to freaking do it. Let's pressure him. Peer pressure. That's bad. I'm just kidding. Drew, you can do what you want, but it'd be fun if you did it with us. Maybe one day. Love you. Also kind of picked it up to have something in common with oh, what you'll do for boys. What else do I do? Oh, and then another like hobby that kind of like defines who I am is thrifting. I thrift everything. I literally only buy secondhand unless like you have to buy new, like, you know, toothbrush, deodorant, that kind of stuff. But if I can buy something secondhand, if I need something and I know that I can find it secondhand, I'm definitely gonna give it a look for it before I buy it new. And that's good for the earth. So I would suggest you do the same. Or maybe I can convince you to. I'm going to influence you to buy secondhand. That's creepy. Okay, I'm just kidding. I did buy this, not secondhand, but I went to the soft kill. Oh, that's another hobby. I really like going to shows. I got a lot of shows planned this like beginning of the year. We just went to go see Soft Kill last night. And oh my god, I had such a good time. And it was the first show that I got to go to with, which I was looking forward to. I had a great time with him. Can't wait for many more. We actually have three more coming up soon. Knocked Loose, Deftones, and Turnstile. And I pumped. And then that was my second show with Bree. We went to Boogie T in October. And then I'm going to Res next weekend with Ryan. And that was my first show with Cole too. It was kind of like a double date. But it was fun except for the rain. There was so much rain. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. I also have 2 dogs, Phoenix and Tucson. Phoenix is a blue heeler and she's 12 years old. She's getting old. She's an old lady, but she's the best dog I will ever have, most likely. And then Tucson, he's 7. He's a Great Pyrenees. He's a big fluff boy. They live here with me. And oh, I have 2 cats. I have 2 cats too, Mush and Kitty. They love hate each other. Mush is an inside-outside cat, and Kitty, she's only inside, but she wants to be outside. I have a roommate, Cole, and we've lived together for like 3 years. This is our second house to live together. We moved here last year in October, so we've been here a little over a year. I really like it here. It's smaller than our old house, but I don't have to rent, so much better. And then one last fact, or one last tidbit of information about me is I'm an Aquarius. Aquarius sun, Cancer rising, Taurus moon. So I think that's where I'm going to end this because I feel like I gave a good introductory to who I am. Of course, there's a lot more than just those things, but I'm sure y'all will learn a lot more about me in the future. I would like to know if y'all have any video suggestions for me to make. Like, I have a list, but I want, like, of course, if somebody tells me to do it, they want to see what it is, so I'll do it. I thought we could do like a house tour, my favorite vintage items or thrifted items, secondhand items. A day of the life of a business owner would be cool. I want to declutter my whole closet because I have way too many clothing items. That's just my t-shirts. And I have many more than that too. And some fun stuff like trips and all that kind of stuff. Night videos, Brie and I videos, and then on Mondays it'll be all 5 of us. But yeah, I really can't wait to see how ClwnHaus evolves. I am looking forward to posting every week. I am not looking forward to editing. I am scared of it. I'm gonna be very determined though. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Again, I said that already, but I am excited. But for now, I guess I will see you next Tuesday. Goodbye.